Here's the alimony of $1,000. Ayo?
Please take it.
And here's the alimony of $1,000. Thank you. Another 44,000 to go.
Trouble busters!
Please divorce me.
What are you dissatisfied with about me?
I lost my love for you because you turned cold.
What are you going to do after breaking up?
I'll look for someone to love me more than you did.
And you have such a person already, huh?
But that's you, Thomas.
No. The bloke you're cheating on me with, Trent.
What? Huh?
I know everything, so just get his ass over here so we can talk about the future. I know everything, which leaves the assignment of punishing the two traitors. Trent, summoned by my wife Mandy, appeared in front of me in a crisp suit. Here's the alimony of $1,000. Ayo?
Please take it. The money's yours, Thomas. Aw, are you crying?
I think it's our love and apologetic attitude, and the huge sum of $1,000 is making him so, I think.
I'm sorry, Trent, for making you do this.
I was the one who forced myself. It's all right. I'm sorry for making it all wait. You can't keep married people waiting.
It was so hard. All those days when all I could do was think of you in a foreign country.
It was so hard. Even though I was in the same country, all I could do was keep thinking of you.
But that'll all come to an end. Obstacles are gone now, and we can love each other without anyone getting in our way.
That's right. It's over, isn't it? Rather than no one gets in the way, you frickin' came between me and Mandy. And you've already made love many times.
It's your fault that you couldn't get rid of Trent's looming shadow, you know.
Yeah, I understand. I capiche. Cool.
Oh, Thomas.
I will definitely make her happy on your behalf, sir. I will make you two snakes unhappy or die trying.
What now? Glued to me, are you?
Not very manly of you. Just take $1,000 and get out of our sight. I can't accept $1,000. Let's meet at the lawyer's office later on.
Hey, Thomas, you ran away?
And I thought he was my rival. Such a shame. My name is Thomas. I'm an ordinary office man who, by the end of this week, will be divorcing his wife. It all started when Mandy went to the city hall and asked me to bring her seal, which meant I had to open the cabinet where important things were kept. It was there that I saw an interesting envelope inside, and when I saw what was inside, I learned of the existence of her lover. No way! You laughed too hard, Mr. Morrison. Whoa, $1,000 as alimony! This guy is too much! Truly a comedy master! I couldn't believe he was such a pathetic douchebag. Well now, we have all the proof in the world, and victory is pretty much guaranteed. She had an affair long before she even married you. 7 years, including the time we were married. This is a case where the alimony could become insane. I, Diego Morrison, shall promise you that I will use my skills to the fullest. Now, this will all be recorded, folks. Now then, I would like to apologize for the other day. Here's the alimony of $1,000. What the hell?
What's so funny?
$1,000 is literally the price of a decent camera. Are you kidding me? My stomach. Oh, my tummy's in pain. Oh, I can't. I shouldn't laugh, I know, but I can't help it. Even a lawyer is a human being, see? Mr. Morrison, you laughed too hard. Yeah, but damn, you're the victim here, Thomas, and the corners of your mouth are through the roof. Because $1,000. So cheap. Oh, world too kind to those who have sinned. I just can't. My stomach. We gotta listen to the tape again afterwards. Oh, this'll be the first time I've ever listened to a tape again other than on duty. 1,000.
What is it with you rude-ass dimwits? Don't you need the $1,000?
That would be. Thank you for that. Another 44,000 to go.
44,000?
Wait, so these bird brains weren't kidding? It turns out this pair of serpents constituted of brainless blobs of flesh and meat that knew nothing of common sense. Oh no, the energy is sublime. For now, let's laugh at the end and first crush these pathetic fiends. Unforgivable. Trouble busters initiate.
Wait a minute. What do you mean 44,000?
The alimony. By the way, it's not 45 grand for 2 people. It's 45 grand per person.
So the combined total of the two of us is $90,000?
The total amount is $90,000.
What a frickin' ripoff! Isn't 45,000 illegally expensive?
It's a very, 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 very reasonable amount, bucko. It seems that you two have known each other since your days in college?
That's right. We've been in love ever since.
We two were strongly connected. However, I had no choice but to give up on Mandy in order to make my dream come true.
We two were strongly connected, but the times did not allow it.
Are these people Romeo and Juliet but on crack? They're intoxicated, sure, but only from themselves, sir. By the way, in the letters you sent Mandy, thank you, my love, for waiting for me. Let's work hard for our dreams. That's definitely what was written at the end. Care to explain?
We chose.
We chose to live apart, to work, to eventually run a flower shop together.
Roses are red, violets are blue. This story is painful. My tummy hurts too. Mr. Morrison, please. They're serious in their own way. Why the heck would you go abroad to eventually come back to this woman and run a flower shop together? I think your head's a flower shop right now. No, you mean their heads are in the clouds, bro.
Finally, Trent came back from his work overseas. At last we would be united.
Your body was tied tight to him, eh?
No, was that what you thought?
Well, we never had such a casual relationship.
Platonic love we had. Mr. Morrison, if there was no physical relationship, it is not considered adultery, right?
True.
In that case, you can't demand an extraordinary amount of $90,000, right?
Even $1,000 should be worth the gratitude.
We won't say anything more, good or bad. You can have the $1,000 and get lost.
We're different, understand? We're not beasts that shallowly seek the physical pleasure.
Draw! Ooh, I got a caught in 4K of the affair, no less. By disclosing these photos, I can demand alimony from corrupted Romeo and delusional Juliet fair and square.
What? How? Huh?
When did you?
Investigating an affair is like calling in a tactical nuke, and I hired a lovely detective to investigate everything over the course of a year. Platonic love my ass. Every time you met, you did the dance, and after Trent returned, so did the dancing. Take a look at that cardboard box. That is how much evidence there is of your affair. The bottomless lack of chastity and the bottomless pit of lust you two left in your trail is gonna render that cardboard box bottomless. That right there is Pandora's box. Open it once, and all lingering traces of hope and happiness are destroyed.
Now you understand, huh? That everything you've been up to was never any secret?
The relationship between you two began long before Thomas joined the rave, and it was a huge affair that lasted 7 years. Physical aspects galore, which led to the destruction of a marriage. Finances dwindled, derogatory comments about Thomas were made. The side crimes know no bounds, quite honestly.
By the way, the $90,000 in alimony is only for the act of infidelity. The words and actions that trampled on my dignity are moral harassment, and an additional 10 grand for Mandy and the $5,000 from my savings for simple spending will simply be returned to me. Also by Mandy. And because you revealed my real name and exposed it to public social media, you will both be liable for an additional 10 grand in damages for defamation. In addition, you will pay the $30,000 to cover the detective fees and my lawyer, and it'll be demanded equally as $15,000 per person.
$85,000 on the part of Mandy and $70,000 for Trent, if you please.
There's no way we could pay that kind of money.
That's right. Enough with the jokes now. I'll make you pay whatever it takes.
I refuse. I refuse, you hear?
Well, I figured it wouldn't be possible to collect it from you from the beginning, so I contacted your folks.
What?
Why would you do such a thing? You should ask before you do, I must say. Why do I have to act taking the perpetrator's concerns into account?
Are you also planning on a main character glitch patch,
Your roles are the villains. No divine wind would blow in favor of the corrupted.
And who should take the $1,000 from the table, eh?
Hey, this is my money. Let go of it.
What? You'll protect me, right?
Are you kidding me? I have a debt of $70,000 now.
And I have $85,000, bucko. The amount, the sex, the weight of the crimes. If we think about that, I'm the one who should be given preferential treatment.
That's true when we can afford the time, but now, when it comes to emergencies, things are different. Things are equal.
Shut up. This money is what I made. I have no obligation to give it to you.
The money that I gave you as a gift, give it back.
That was a gift and you know it. You just gave it to me out of the blue.
My eyes and spirit are so happy right now. I'm so glad I got to be your lawyer, Thomas. It's not every day you can see two lovers at each other's throats.
And I'll have you return all the money I paid for the transportation, food, and hotel fees I paid to see you. I'll make you pay me back the money I spent on you then.
Oh, but you just came back on your own now, didn't you?
A long time ago, I let you go, but you turned out to be so frickin' unsightly and clingy.
And you took me back, damn you!
All because you talked to me first.
All because you...
I just remembered. Thomas, sir, I didn't know she was married. Honest, I thought she was single, so did I really feel like it was a relationship reinitiated?
Draw love letter. This letter says that you were fully aware that Mandy was a married woman. Not only that, but this letter of light and darkness proves you still insisted on continuing the affair. The lie you claim that you didn't know she was married won't work. Ouchie!
Good riddance. No matter what you do, a pathetic slime bag won't get away with shit.
Well, now I'll ask the damsel gone bonkers. Why did you have an affair?
He was an unforgettable person.
Then why did you marry me? Was I just a replacement, huh?
Because, well, with my abilities, it would be very difficult to get by in society.
So you wanted a personal ATM that wouldn't make your life difficult, is that it?
No, I tried to fall in love with you too. How happy would I have been if you had just entered my heart and gotten rid of anyone else? I wanted you to prevent me from cheating on you.
You stop cheating with nothing more than your own frickin' conscience, woman! There was an initial trigger. He asked you out after you two broke up, right?
How about dinner sometime?
There you go, just the two of you, at night. Why go so nonchalantly? How can you not know that that nonchalant act was the catalyst to an extramarital affair? A crime!
I didn't want to.
Me neither. Yes, you frickin' did. Men and women can never have 0% of ulterior motives. Biologically speaking, you can't suppress it without reason. Those who can't suppress are wild animals. You two are beyond salvation. After the affair was discovered, sure, you became reasonable, but you still haven't apologized at all.
But we did apologize.
Your apologies were only to become more intoxicated as tragic heroes. I'm the good guy who can show compassion even to a defeated man. I don't need a selfish apology from heartless sacks of lard. Zero remorse for your actions. You're only panicking because you both got caught in 4K. The moment money came up, you turned red in the face, and the love you swore to each other, strong enough to even initiate an affair, was quickly destroyed. Just so you know, I will not show mercy.
But the amount.
That is the gravity of your sins. I'll make you pay whatever it takes.
So you can't get rid of it. We will ask your parents to pay all the alimony on your behalf. In other words, the payers will be relatives of yours, and it's not like you can run away from them so easily.
I have a message from Mr. and Mrs. Smith. We will make damn sure that she pays us back. We won't allow any free time for the next 10 years. Should she refuse, we will disown her. It doesn't matter which option you choose. If you're prepared to live alone, then go ahead. End transmission.
Did they really? Seriously?
Yes. And your parents were furious too, Trent. They said they would allow your flower shop to be opened, but all the management of all sales will be done by them. What? But it's my shop! If you don't like the idea, you can return all the investments they provided. There's also a loan agreement that states that if they show their intention to collect all the funds, they will have you refund the money, and they have no intention of ever forgiving you, nor will they let you escape. End transmission. But why?
Thomas! Trent is to blame for the affair. I only had a relationship because I was threatened. All those letters, he forced me to write them, believe me. I really hated it. I hate it with a passion. I love you, Thomas. Of course I do, right?
And yet you gave me a separate room, and all my meals were side dishes,
I couldn't face you, Thomas, because I got my hands so dirty with this. That's why I gave you a separate room. Not making you anything to eat, that was for the same reason. Who would eat the cooking of a lying, cheating woman like me? I couldn't forgive myself.
And yet there were days when you came home later than me. What the hell is a housewife that comes home later than her working husband?
That was also Trent's calling.
We had a relationship of inviting each other.
I was only doing that thanks to your despicable orders. Even though I didn't feel like it at all, you approached me and threatened me.
Hey, now are you sure you want to offend me any further? I can formally accuse you of defaming my reputation, huh?
Thomas, let's destroy this guy together. I'll tell you everything. I'm on your side.
She always spoke shit about you. She always spoke shit about you. No, 90% of our conversations were bad-mouthing her husband. I think this kind of woman is a man's enemy. If anyone should be destroyed, it's her. If we don't dispose of her now, there will be a second and third Thomas. It's not just you that created the second and third Thomas, but the combination that includes you, bucko. Once a woman gets married, she should never love anyone other than her husband, and every other man must not approach her. Hopeless adults who can't follow such obvious rules cannot be reasoned with, and I have no choice but to send them living under the watchful eye of their parents so they don't step out of line again.
I'm okay now, Thomas.
Sir. If I knew I was about to go through such a painful experience, I wouldn't want to do it, sir. It's true.
I won't do it again. I want to be by your side, even if I'm your personal maid. I love you, Thomas.
I don't care if you don't want to do it again. The problem is that you've done it even once. My heart is shattered because of you pricks. Much like how the tides ebb and flow, this eccentric Thomas you see before you now will only coalesce into a depressed hunk of angry revenge. Even then, I'll suffer from flashbacks of suffering. It's not just trauma. That's an understatement. It's a curse.
A curse?
You exaggerate, sir. There are many other fish in the sea. Yeah, and I reeled in what I thought was a beautiful tuna, but turned out to be a swordfish willing to stab me in the heart. Now I'm afraid of the ocean entirely. Yes, this is a curse. Please forgive us. Persuade our parents. I repent my actions. Pushing me into a corner will give rise to more hatred, sir. I shall confront my sins in some way. I shall destroy sin. Oh, I know. The marriage. I shall cancel my marriage. Why not start over again then? It's overwritten. If you've loved a woman once, you should be able to do it again, Thomas. You're okay with that too, right, Mandy?
Yes, yes, yes! I will not cheat on you ever again. I will get permission from you to go out and no need for pocket money. Please, let me be by your side forever. I want to repent my sins.
Please! You guys have only been talking about what's convenient for you. You freaking ignore the feelings of the victim, and you think you can still be forgiven after something like this. That's why you can only say what benefits you. I'm only secondary. Always me, 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 me. How could I forgive you, assholes? By the power invested in me from fury, live with the debt equal to how inhumane your crimes were. But that kind of life is boring.
By the time I finished returning the money, I'll already be a grandmother, you know? How should I have fun for the rest of my—
Again with the selfishness? I don't care what happens to the ones responsible. The only saving grace is that no new family was born. Take care of everything else through Mr. Morrison here. I don't want to see your frickin' faces again.
Thomas, wait, please, wait.
I beg you, I won't get married, so please forgive this one time.
Thomas!
After that, Mandy and I got divorced, and I received the full amount in one lump sum, as promised. Their parents have a lot to do with this, thankfully. Burdened with huge debts, the two sad sacks of horse shit got married and opened the flower store of their dreams. However, because they're both people who are okay with just being happy with themselves, there was no way things would go well in business or in marriage. They're both under the strict watchful eye and guidance of their parents, which causes them to get stressed out, leading to fights every day. I sometimes receive a letter from Mandy. Hell nah, I don't read them. Although I've lost many things, doesn't mean they're lost forever. You can't get back what you lost, but you can bring something missing back. When, where, with whom?
Wait a minute. Hey, you!
We won't know until much, much later. But I'll make sure to be happy this time. Trouble Busters!